What's up, guys? Banhammer, nerf hammer's coming down already. Is that the end of the chariots? Let's find out. So, Sunstealer Wheelers, they've been pretty aggressive recent times. We all knew that it was coming. They've been nerfed. Let's look at how. I think it's pretty drastic, to be honest. So the first thing that's come down is a change in the rules. So obscuring used to be affecting non-monsters, so now it's non-war machines too. So beforehand, you could line up all of your Sunstealer Wheelers around some obscuring terrain and not be shot, which is brilliant. That's not the case anymore. They can be shot, they can be targeted, so you are no longer able to obtain obscured with your Sunstealer Wheelers. So that's the first thing. That's fine, whatever, you know. That on its own wouldn't be too drastic, but if you add on to it this new sentence here, which is changing the first sentence of the effect of Korean instruction to if this unit is in combat. So beforehand it said that, in fact I'll get the exact thing up so I can tell you exactly what it says. It said this unit can move a distance up to its move characteristic. It can pass through other models and combat ranges of enemies. It cannot end that move in combat. Then pick one enemy infantry or cavalry unit this unit passed across during that move to be the target. Inflict D3 mortal damage on the target. Add 1 to the amount inflicted for each model in this unit. So normally you'd reinforce them, so you'd have 4. So in your movement phase and their movement phase, you'd be doing D3 plus 4, so 5, 6, or 7 damage, which was amazing. They've changed the first sentence now to be, instead of this unit can move a distance up to its move characteristic, it now says if this unit is in combat, it can move a distance up to its move characteristic. So now you have to be in combat in order to proc Korean and Destruction. Now, I don't think I'm the only person who plays that, and I think most people play it the way I play it, whereas I almost never want these in combat. The only time I ever really put them in combat is if I want to tie something up or stop something charging somewhere else or something along them lines. Basically, all they did all game was be a nuisance. Every single turn, I was moving in, doing 5 to 7 mortal wounds, moving away. 5 to 7 mortal wounds on my turn, 5 to 7 mortal wounds on their turn. And I get it. It was too strong. We all said it was too strong. This feels like a little bit too much though, because now you have to be in combat, which means you've got to be chipped away. But I would never really want these in combat. They don't do well in combat. They're not good. They're quite tanky because they're like 6 wounds each on a 4-up save. But there's only a couple of combats, and you put something strong in there, and that's, you know, going to be gone. So yeah, a little less effective. I don't know if it's completely done them in and put them in the bin type job. They're still going to be useful. I just don't think they're the auto include that they were before. And that makes me question where that leaves Gitz, because before the Wheelers were improved, Gitz were in the bin. And since they gave them the good Wheelers, they've been straight up, climbed up the ranks. And now I want to see how that's going to affect the sort of the meta, because it's a big nerf, that. The Spore Splatter Fanatics, the guy around ones, also took a nerf. It now says, I can't find it. I'll have a look in a minute if I can find it. But it says basically now the 2d6 move that they did cannot be done if they were set up this turn. So again, what I used to like to do with them was send them into somewhere. When they die, pop them on the Loon Shrine, 2d6 move and nab an objective. It was great. That's no longer the case anymore. So they're still going to be good, but, you know, maybe not as good. So I want to know what you guys think. Wheelers in the bin, still good. How is this going to affect Gitz? It's pretty bad, nerf-wise, but I just don't know. I think they're still going to be. They've still got a good use as cover, and as a nuisance. They make a great screen. You know, what's 6? What's 12? 18? It's 24 wounds. 24 wounds in a reinforced unit on a 4-up save that you can screen quite a big big range because the bases are big old bases. So they've still got a use, but they're not going to be game changing anymore. And I feel like they're going to die fairly often. Losing Obscuring is going to hurt them massively, and having to be in combat to do their ability, which means they've always got to go in to do that ability, is kind of put them in the bin a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. Catch you on the next one. Laters.